Have you ever said something in anger and immediately wished you could take it back? In relationships and marriage, anger is not the biggest problem. It's how we express it that can either build love or destroy it. Welcome to the Healing Space with Apollonia. Today, we're going to talk about anger management, not how to avoid anger, but how to handle it in a way that protects your relationship instead of damaging it. Let's start with the truth. Anger is normal. Every human being gets angry. Even in the healthiest marriages, anger shows up. But anger is often not the real emotion. Behind anger, you'll usually find hurt, disappointment, feeling disrespected or ignored. So when your partner is angry, they may actually be hurting inside. Understanding this changes everything. Instead of reacting to the anger, you start responding to the emotion behind it. Uncontrolled anger can slowly destroy a relationship. It can lead to hurtful words that cannot be taken back. Emotional distance, loss of respect, even physical or emotional damage. Many relationships don't end because of lack of love. They end because of poor anger management. One moment of anger can create wounds that last for years. Let's look at what usually triggers anger in relationships. Lack of communication, feeling unappreciated, financial stress, infidelity or broken trust, differences in expectations, fatigue or stress from daily life. Sometimes it's not even about your partner. You may be carrying stress from work, family, or personal struggles. But when it's not managed, your partner becomes the target. Now let's talk solutions. Here are powerful ways to manage anger in your relationship. First, pause before you react. When you feel anger rising, pause. Take a deep breath. Walk away if needed. Not every emotion needs an immediate reaction. The second one is use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always make me angry," say, "I feel hurt when this happens." This reduces blame and opens communication. The third one is know your triggers. Ask yourself, what usually makes me angry? When you understand your triggers, you can prepare yourself before reacting. The fourth one is take timeouts. It's okay to say, "I need a moment to calm down." This is not avoidance, it's maturity. The fifth one is listen to understand, not to win. In many arguments, people are not listening, they are preparing their next attack. Instead, listen to understand your partner's feelings. The sixth one is control your words. Words spoken in anger can cause deep emotional scars. Before speaking, ask, will this help or hurt the relationship? And the last one is apologize when necessary. Saying "I'm sorry" does not make you weak. It shows emotional intelligence and respect for your partner. Healthy relationships are not free from anger. They are built on how anger is handled. To build a strong emotional environment, practice daily communication, show appreciation often, create safe spaces to talk. Learn each other's emotional needs. When love is consistently expressed, anger loses its power to destroy. Anger is a powerful emotion, but it doesn't have to control your relationship. You can choose to pause instead of react, to understand instead of attack, to build instead of destroy. A successful marriage is not about never getting angry. It's about learning how to stay respectful and loving, even in difficult moments. Because at the end of the day, love is not tested in peaceful moments, but in how we handle conflict. When anger rises, something important happens in your brain. The emotional part of your brain, often called the survival center, takes over, while your rational thinking becomes weaker. This is why people say things like, "I didn't mean it. I don't know why I said that." In that moment, your brain is trying to protect you, not connect with your partner. Understanding this helps you realize you're not crazy for feeling anger, but you are responsible for managing it. The silent damage, emotional withdrawal. Not all anger is loud. Some people don't shout, they shut down. They stop talking. They become cold. They withdraw emotionally. This is just as dangerous as shouting or fighting. Why? Because silence can create confusion, loneliness, emotional disconnection. In relationships, distance can hurt more than noise. So managing anger is not just about controlling your voice, it's also about staying emotionally present. One hidden danger in relationships is the need to win arguments. When anger takes over, the focus shifts from "let's solve this together" to "let me prove I'm right." But here's the truth. In a relationship, if one person wins and the other loses, the relationship loses. Healthy couples don't fight to win. They fight to understand and resolve. Sometimes your anger is not about your partner at all. It may come from childhood experiences, past relationships, betrayal, or long-term stress or trauma. So a small issue today can trigger a big emotional reaction from the past. This is why two people can face the same situation and react completely differently. Healing your past is not just personal work, it's relationship work. What happens after an argument is just as important as what happens during it. Strong relationships focus on repair, because the goal is not to avoid conflict, but to recover from it in a healthy way. Every healthy relationship needs boundaries, even around anger. Agree on things like insults or name calling, no bringing up past mistakes during new arguments, no walking away without communication. Boundaries protect the relationship from emotional damage. They create a safe space where both people can express themselves without fear. Managing anger is not something you master overnight. It's a process. There will be mistakes. There will be moments you don't get it right. But what matters is this: are you willing to grow? Healthy relationships are built by two people who keep learning. Learning themselves, learning each other, learning better ways to respond. Anger will come, that is certain. But destruction is a choice. Every time anger shows up, you are given an opportunity to choose patience over impulse, to choose understanding over pride, to choose love over reaction. And those small choices, repeated over time, are what build lasting, peaceful, fulfilling relationships. Healing starts with awareness, but it grows with action. Start today. Start small. Start with love. And if this message helped you, pass it on.